9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Is this thing on? Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear? Okay, is this thing on? Hello. My God, you guys don't even know the chaos that I just endured. Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry I'm tardy to the party. It is your sweetest Oos. Finally here arrived for our Honey Night SmackDown watch along, and I am so sorry I am late. But there's only 2 reasons to blame. I mean, honestly, natural causes is one thing, but I had gotten the craziest alert. I even was able to post it up on my socials before my phone died for a moment, but power just came back on. We had like an imminent threat alert. I've never heard an alert like this on my phone, but it was a thunderstorm warning. It was like 80-mile-per-hour winds. It was black as night outside, and now my skies are like pink sunset. It's really weird. Don't know what that was about, but I am here. I'm happy to be here, but there's natural reasons to blame, but there's 2 main reasons to blame, because my WWT sister always keeps me updated with everything. Our PR princess, Courtney Rice, hit me up and told me that Sami Zayn kicked off the show for the first 15 minutes or so with Cody Rhodes. So I blame them. You guys didn't want me logged in and locked in to see what was going on with your shenanigans, because you knew the sweetest Oos was about to go off. And furthermore, there's only one other person to blame. And that is, I don't know why this person decided to come into my city for her love story, because she could have saved it for anywhere else. She could have had a nice, lovely little mansion upstate somewhere. But no, she had to choose the garden, didn't she? It's your fault, Swifties and Taylor Swift. It's your fault. You had to bring the storm and the lightning and the thunder with you, right? For the fate of... See, look, she even tried to quiet me. But yes, I am here. The sweetest Oos, finally. Honey Night SmackDown Watch Along. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet. I'm happy to see the chat is active already. I appreciate you guys for that, and I appreciate your patience. I am so sorry again, and I'll probably say it 1,000 times more. But I'm like, I couldn't miss this. This is our 2-hour SmackDown. We're back to 2 hours, and I couldn't be more excited about this, because finally, you know, I can finally be off the hook about my little blip about, you know, SmackDown going from 3 hours to 2 hours and not knowing when that was going to be happening. But I'm happy it's tonight. I'm happy to see women's wrestling kicking off, because you know what? That's what's really kicking it off. I wasn't meant to see Sami. I wasn't meant to see Cody. It was probably for the best. Maybe that storm was a blessing, but I still blame you, Taylor. And I still blame you, Sami. It's all your fault. Shout outs to everybody in the chat. Hey, Papa Honey. Hope all is well. Love everybody in here. Lynette, Boza, Gas Mask. Shout outs to Dylan, by the way, also for just being quick with it and staying on the update for the socials, just in case, because I don't want to let you guys down. You know what I mean? And I did miss you guys last week, so I didn't want to miss this week. But I'm so glad that power's back on. We can proceed with our regularly scheduled program. So yeah, let's do that. Jeffrey, Courtney, I'm a not to, everybody in here, Sean, Lynette, Gas Mask, Saucy Mama. I see you guys. I appreciate y'all keeping the energy in here. This is why I love y'all. Damn. Can Chelsea get some love? I feel like every time Chelsea's in the ring with Jade, she's always getting pinned by Jade. She's always getting dropped. This poor girl. We need to do something about this. But Jade and the baddies are continuing to wreak havoc. I barely paid attention because I was just starting with my intro and everything like that. But I was keeping my eyes on the screen as best as I could. It was like that was the weirdest weather kind of thing I've ever endured. I've never endured anything like that. Like I live in Jersey where I live. There's the apartment complex. Thankfully, we're in brick buildings. Thankfully. But the complex has nothing but woods behind us. And my window right there is the woods. The trees damn near looked like they were bending towards my building. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen. I was freaking out. Pat, you had to calm me down. Shout out to Pat, you for being such a great hubby. But yeah, what a way to start off, kicking off the fourth. And one thing that was very sweet about after the storm kind of passed, we went outside really quick because finally it was gone. But we saw a double rainbow. Never seen that shit up close. It's beautiful, gorgeous. So out of something almost disastrous comes something beautiful. Out of the dark, there's always light. And speaking of this, I missed this part of Night of Champions. I didn't pay attention to the post show, and I heard all about this. This was all a rave. Gunther and Nick Aldis, and the talk of the town is that they want to see it at SummerSlam. We talked about this on Kayfabe last night too. I think that'd be cool. We said that, you know, Nick Aldis is still at a great age. He still looks fantastic, and I'm sure he can still go in the ring if he chose to. So I wouldn't be mad at it, like, at all. And shout outs to Atlantic City in the building. This was obviously pre-taping, so your girl didn't see any spoilers. Your girl was staying away from everything all week, which was it was a very hard couple of weeks with trying not to see spoilers. Oh, goodbye, Nick. Adam Pearce is now running things. It's like, I miss one SmackDown and all hell breaks loose. Thanks, guys. I see the comments. I'm just scrolling through everything. What is with the slapping of the water bottle thing every time he runs into Johnny? Maybe Johnny should be like, now that Sammy does have the belt, maybe this is what snaps Johnny out of it, and maybe Johnny could be the first challenger. I think that would be cool. But I guess, you know, with the distraction of Mother Nature and Taylor Swift and having power outages and things like that momentarily, and Sami Zayn now being the Universal Champion, I've done all my complaining. I'm just gonna I'll shut up. It's fine. It'll be okay. But just don't think it's gonna last. Okay? That's all I know. That's all I predict anyway. At least I hope. From faction rain killer to title rain killer, I don't know. And here comes Rey Fénix, the AAA Cruiserweight champion. Also, let me get into this card because we had the 6-woman tag already, which we saw the results of that. But now we got Vikingo and Rey Fénix. Yeah, I'm loving the collaboration and having AAA on AAA matches on Raw and SmackDown as well. They're really utilizing that partnership. I just really hope that now they finally do it more in a better way with the TNA superstars, you know, when they bring them up, you know, especially the ones like they brought up like Joe Hendry, even though Joe Hendry, TNA, NXT, Indies, and all that stuff. But, you know, if they bring up like we talked about yesterday as well, earlier this week, because his contract's going to be up soon. Mike Santana, where would he land in this case? I personally said yesterday, I think him going to NXT fully is kind of would be an unexpected move, but I think it would be a good move. Councilman's more saying, I remember him saying, I think Raw, he would pretty much thrive. I wouldn't mind him being on the blue brand. There could be more that that they could do there with him. So, but I don't know. I have no idea what to expect anymore with a lot of what's going on. Oh no, come on, don't freeze on me, please. My TV's freezing on me. Please don't do this. Come on now. We were doing so good. And if my internet cuts off, you guys know why. But sky is pretty clear out there. Now screen is on loading. Mother Nature. Let's see what the iPad pulls up. Pull it up on the iPad. Ah, there it goes. In the meantime, I'll just improvise and use the iPad, my iPad. The TV's not working right now. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. I'm really hating myself right now. Like, I hate that this is like out of my control, and I like to be organized and know my spiel, do my usual spiel and all of that stuff. And I can't even do it because Mother Nature's just messing with me. Power outages, lights flickering, screens loading. So bear with me, everybody. I'm sorry. I really am. Wait, just finished? How did that match just finish? It just started for me. What timing are you guys on? What's up, Roland? Doing well. I'm doing all right. Trying to hang in there with all of this craziness going on. Sami Zayn being a champion, Adam Pearce running both shows, Taylor Swift getting married in my city, power outages and Mother Nature. It's just been dandy. Just a dandy time. I have no idea, Saucy Mama. I don't know how long they're going to drag out this Gargano thing. I don't know how much longer he can stand planking, but I know I would pretty much be, I'd be pretty relaxed after doing all that planking. Like, I feel like he's rested enough. It's time to get up and do something, If Candice and Sami Zayn trying to motivate you as you Universal Champion can inspire you to move your body, then I don't know what's gonna. If your own wife can't inspire you to do it, then what are we doing here? Okay, so I don't know. I'm not sure. The matches for some, I guess, that are watching or internationally watching on Netflix. Maybe that's what it is. Because right now the match is starting for me. Just saying. No spoilers, please, Jeffrey. You know the rules, guys. The bell just rang, as far as I know. Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah. Yeah, it says my screen is live. So this was going to be a fast-paced match. We knew that was going to happen. Rey Fenix and the legend Vikingo there, man. This is pretty cool. Hopefully we can end SmackDown with a match and not a segment tonight, too. The King are looking to dominate. Yes, and don't forget, Raw is returning to 8 o'clock Eastern time again on Netflix on Monday. So we are back, like I said, back to our regularly scheduled program, maybe with a little weather chaos. Can't, it wouldn't be a proper watch along without the chaos. Oh, I know, Courtney. I know that. I appreciate you and the keeping it tight-lipped for me, because I know you were there at this taping because you were in Atlantic City for Raw. So, and that's also how I knew it was 2 hours, and it was definitely going to be confirmed that it was 2 hours. So I appreciate you for the info. And Dark Side of the Ring, yes, next Tuesday, the debut. There's also going to be an event happening in New York, in the city, and Jeff Jarrett is going to be doing a Q&A as well. So they're going to be debuting the next season of Dark Side of the Ring. There might be a certain Swedish Deuce in attendance. Might take the trip, take the train ride to Penn Station and make it out there and mingle with the fellow wrestling folks of New York City and the area. So that's going to be really, really cool. Cindio, I'm sorry, what? Oh, wow. I'm hearing a lot of thunder, a lot of rumbling, a lot of thunder. Even when the storm was passing and it was raining, like it came down really harshly, and then all of a sudden it was gone, and then it was just darkness because we had no power, and then it came on. But I heard a tree falling back there, and you like felt the ground rumble. It's pretty scary stuff. But I'm glad our power's back on. Everybody's okay. And I hope people are being safe out there. Thankfully, this wasn't tomorrow, because fireworks and that stuff does not mix well. Or being outdoors. I get what you're saying, Irish Saucy Mama, but honestly, we were technically paying for Raw when it was on cable, because we were paying for cable. If you had regular cable, you know what I mean? Next Netflix is going to be around for a while. So wasn't it, what was it, like 5 years, 5-year deal, something like that? Well, that's a good question, Ryan. I think AAA doesn't necessarily need a TV deal, but but then again, they do. There's a broader, they're just broadening their audience, and it helps get us, or other wrestling fans into new characters and get into different promotions. So it's just a cross branding, crossover promotion, scratch our back, we scratch yours kind of situation. So that's pretty much the way I see it. And I think it's going really well, because AAA is doing fine on its own, honestly, weekly. But adding the TV deal for Raw and SmackDown is a pretty cool incentive, I think. I get you, Saucy Mama. I understand. Right. And we exactly, yes, man. We also, and WWE got TNA back on TV also. So it's just helping reintroduce AAA to the world on a broader scale, basically. WWE made in America after this. Not watching. They cut off my hour just for that. This is going to be a breeze. It's already 1 hour in, and we're definitely by the end of this. Oh wow, Ray Phoenix, that was amazing. We're going to feel like, damn, that was it. That's it. That's all she wrote. That went by quickly. Not for nothing. I think the 3 hours was taking its toll, wasn't it? It's a lot, it's a lot to do. I mean, I shouldn't even complain because Courtney be on here doing 5 hour, 6 hour watch alongs for AEW. So I shouldn't even say shit. But, to sit in front of a screen and call everything, that's, there's more to it than you think. There's more energy that is required. And exactly, gas mask. And who the hell wants 3 hours of segments? Being that's what we've been doing a lot lately, right? More segments. Okay. We do not want 3 hours of segments and 3 hours of promos and recaps of pay-per-views from last week that we already saw. We don't really need that anymore. Stop it, Cindy. Oh yeah. I mean, hey, if you're gonna listen, be committed, man. If you're gonna stick with it, stick with it. I just want WWE to make up their mind. We doing 2 hours permanently or 3 hours permanently? Just give me one final answer and we can keep it moving. But wow, what a hurricanrana by Vikingo. 1, 2. Oh, kick out. Ray Phoenix still in this match. I think Ray Phoenix is still gonna win. He's doing a great job at being a defending champion for this title. Crowd already chanting, "This is awesome." And don't forget, SummerSlam is literally a month away, y'all. A month away already. And they are going to be, ooh, that was lightning. That was a lot of lightning. I don't like lightning. August 1st and 2nd in Minnesota. So get your tickets if you are in the area or if you plan on heading there. Yours truly will be watching from the couch. Oh, wow. And that is it. Muscle Buster 1, 2, and 3. Ray Phoenix successfully defends his title once again. There's more lightning and more thunder out there, y'all. It's just rumbling. Mother Nature is mad at somebody today. She is mad. Yeah, Money in the Bank is also in October, guys. Which I don't know why they did that. Because not for nothing, Money in the Bank belongs in the summer. It does. I feel like it takes away from the fun. And plus, I like the whole idea of the contract. I mean, I would have rather have that than Night of Champions with the way they butchered King and Queen of the Ring the way they did. And I'm not going to lie, the blonde is finally growing on me, Julia. Side note. But yes, we had the debut finally of my girl, Blake Monroe. So dope. The glamour is forever. Oh, there goes Kiana James. I feel like Kiana James is going to be a very, very strong player. Whoa. Damn, girl. Said it's good to see you again. She said you can get it too, girl. Go off, Blake. She's just here to shit up, and I'm here for it. But Kiana James does have potential to be a very strong future player in this biz. I definitely see that. Like, I saw the potential in her in NXT, though I wasn't a fan. But she works in the ring, and she's very good. Now, I guess after this commercial, we're going into a recap of Seth and Roman's promo from this past Monday. I don't know. I get why we have to do this, but do we have to do it to take up more time on the show? Like, this could be an opportunity for a different match, you know? Like, you can't show the recap on Monday when Raw starts in the beginning, just to remind us what happened last week. But no. Sure, take up space on my show. Sure. Let's see what everybody's saying here. You know what? I forgot about that. Who was it? Blake and Julia, or was it Blake and Kiana James? Who ended up with that? Had Blake ending up in a chip tooth deal? All right, Boza. I wouldn't call Blake a chicken. I wouldn't call her chicken. I don't think she's scared of anybody. Yeah, but I don't think they even care about. I was gonna say that too, Celia. I don't know why we're worried about the World Heavyweight title from Raw on SmackDown, because that was on Raw. You know. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. There's been so much wrestling that I've consumed, that I'm sure we've all consumed in like the last couple of weeks. It's absolutely insane. It's just never ending. That's right. We also have Fallon Henley and Brie Bella tonight as well. And I guess that's it. Don't know why Sammy's going to Raw. Don't know. Have no idea why. Really, Gas Mask? You think they should switch the titles? Like the Universal go to Raw and then the World Heavyweight go to SmackDown? Jeffrey, hush. So now that we're here, I guess, with Sami Zayn, while we're on this commercial, guys, I just want to know really quickly their thoughts. And since I wasn't here for the segment because he wanted to block my Wi-Fi along with the Swifties, what do we think about Sami Zayn winning this title? And what do we think this is going to be a long reign? Do we think this is going to be a short reign? Is he going to be a defending champion? What do you guys think? Not what you've heard, not any reports or anything like that. I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions. So let me know in the chat as well while we recap and unpack what happened this past Monday. Man, which I tell you, a lot of people might not like this, but I've been waiting for Roman and Seth. I've been waiting for that final nail in the coffin match. And I think this is finally going to kickstart that, I don't think this is necessarily going to be the last time they go one-on-one. But for the title, yes. If they go one-on-one one more time, potentially, hopefully, they'll either face each other one more time just for bragging rights to see who truly is the best without anything to lose, or they team up one more time. I said it. I said it first. I said it here first. I feel like we're gonna go back full circle. I feel like they have potential and they can't mess this up. They have potential for the next couple of weeks to make me emotionally invested, and don't fuck this up the way you fucked it up with Cody and Randy. These men have literally had history and been attached at the hip since the moment they arrived to the main roster. So, and seeing how far they've come from being brothers to being split to then, Roman with the leukemia announcement to then the split to then, just forever running into each other, the Batman and the Joker, like, you know what I mean? The antagonists and the protagonists, like the perfect ones. They need to make sure that they do this right. And I'm really worried because we talked about this on Kayfabe last night, and Dion brought up a good point saying that, with the whole, Will brought it up, and Dion agreed, but Will brought up the fact that Roman bringing up the "I need to beat you" speech, it's giving very much reminiscent of Rock versus Stone Cold when they had their last match. This is bad blood. These guys have been through so much together. They've gone through this whole journey and taken us on this whole journey and wrestling with us. And for maybe potentially one last time, these two are going to be across from each other. And we might not ever see it again. And we're getting close to the end of their careers. Will said it best last night. There's nothing left that they need to give to this business. They've definitely put themselves in a position where they are leaving the business way better than they found it. At least I think so. As far as in-ring storytelling, wrestling, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I know that's right, Royce. Not for nothing. That's a good fact. Blood don't make you family. Loyalty makes you family. That's that. But, blood makes you blood. But I understand what he's saying there. That's pretty cool. Oh. What's happening here? There's a really cool and interesting dynamic happening here between Jacob and Royce. There's a lot of history between those two. In and out the ring. Hey, there he is. Who dialed the number? Who dialed it? Whoop that. Who called and dialed 1-800 whoop that? Mr. Williams is here. And congratulations to him and Lash Legend on their lovely nuptials. They were posting beautiful pictures while they were with their wrestling party in Jamaica. And congratulations to the newlyweds. Love that for them. Looked like it was a hell of a time. Look at this man. He's Scream Star, man. It's Trick Williams. Whoop that Trick. I mean, I could do without the little yachty. It's no shade to little yachty. I understand the young generation likes him. I get it. But I could do without it. I feel like he does not need it. He does not need it. Trick does not need anything. Not for nothing. The fur coat with the gold in the inside and like that. I want to get a coat like that. I know his ass was hot in that shit. It's been hot all week in Jersey. I know his ass was dying in that freaking jacket. Jeffrey says, honey, I'll say this, when you get to the R-Truth segment, let me know. Oh yeah, man. Me too, Bose. I do wish Booker was a chick. Let's see. I want to see some of our folks in the chat and see what they got to say about my question about Sammy really quickly. Gas Mask says Sammy's going to be transitional. Short Rain says Antoine. Boza says we should have gotten King Seth. Oh, before we can even get a word out in edgewise, Mr. H.I.M. Carmelo Hayes, a future newlywed, because him and Kaylani are going to be getting their nuptials official within the month, I believe, or in a month or something like that. I think I heard him because I saw on his socials he was posting a photo in regards to the anticipation and excitement of marrying the lovely Kaylani Jordan. Now, well, not for nothing. Now, I guess we could finally get this. I want them one-on-one. I don't want anybody else in the way. We need Trick and Mello only. Gas Mask thinks that Oba or Brock is taking that from Sammy. Interesting. Amanatu says, I feel that Sammy earned this title, but he's probably going to keep it about the same length of time Jay held the world championship. So you're thinking like 60-something days? Benjamin, you know damn well I'm not going to that wedding. I don't want to be nowhere near that city. My city, listen, that city has been up in flames for the last 3 months, like 2 to 3 months, and going through so much. And then also on top of that, between having the Puerto Rican Day Parade, the Knicks winning the championship, you have the World Cup happening at MetLife, you got Pride Parade, you got Juneteenth, you had all of that stuff going on. And then now you have the 4th and all this weird weather shit going on and all these movements going on in the world. It just seems like there's so much shifting. A full moon happened, actually. Full moon shit. That's the type of shit that happens. No wonder. And retrograde. Mercury retrograde. Yes, I pay attention to that kind of stuff. If you know, you know. I'm an energy person. But getting into the energy we have right here, I'm loving this. This is giving shades of NXT. And at one point, these two were aligned. And Trick was not at the helm. Mello was. Match of the night championship. I like that. Oh, he said there's guys out here that are hungry and you walking around like you had too much to eat. You're full. Oh, Carmelo. He said, I'm not buying what you're selling, friend. That's what he said. He said, I know you and I'm going to exploit you. Not Yachty, you need to mind your business. This is not business that concerns you because you were not a part of this dynamic when these two got it together, when they started out. Because not for nothing, if I'm Trick, I'm taking that mic from Yachty and like, I got this. Not for nothing. Since when does Trick need a mouthpiece? Never. Ryan thinks that Sammy's not going to SummerSlam as champ. I hope not. No offense to Sammy. I just feel like I personally, my personal preference for Sammy would have been to win that championship a couple years ago. I feel like it's a couple years too late, personally. Man, look at this, guys. This whole time, 1 hour in. Am I going to change it now? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I might as well. I'm not to. Can't get the job done. Don't you dare slap him. Don't you dare backhand him. No. Wow, really? No, see that what you should have done was do that to Yachty and be like, mind your business while grown folk are talking. I feel like that should have went differently. And you backhanded Mello, that's disrespectful. Don't like that. Oh shit. Look at Mello. Yup. Uh-huh. There's no way you were gonna get away with doing that to me and walking out. Are you crazy? Yachty, what are you doing? Yachty, what are you doing? Jeff, you lost power. Oh man, I lost power like the first 30 minutes of this show. So I feel you, man. Just be safe and stay indoors. Yep, karma's a bitch. Rolling. Oh my god, look at these two. Man said woo woo woo. And then Kid says, you know it. What is happening back here? They are fried. They're turning into vegetables. What is happening? Danhausen, like, I don't know if everybody's suffering from Danhausen overload, but it's like, why do I have to twist it? Because of your muscles. Oh God, what is happening? Oh. Oh my God, what the hell is going on? He's leaving Zack Ryder in charge. What the hell is going on? Judgment Day apparently sabotaged Danhausen's equipment and everything was malfunctioning. It basically looked like my first 30 minutes of, that's what my 30 minutes looked like. Like behind the screen, I was like Kermit the Frog panicking. I was like, like, why isn't anything working? Oh gosh. Oh, turn off the music. No, not the Brie Bella music. No, go away. Oh God. So much overload. The woo 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 and the hand going up. How are they doing that and not laughing? Yeah, so it's Sunday night main event, not Saturday. I'm not sure if there was maybe a scheduling conflict, Papa Honey, or something like that, but yeah, it's Sunday night main event now, not Saturday. Danhausen uncursed your dolphins. That's so funny, Courtney. He did, though. He uncursed your dolphins and he blessed the Knicks. Maybe it's Sunday Night Main Event because they're competing with the first. Is that the first same weekend as the first weekend of football? Doesn't the NFL kick off? Let me see something. For the regular season, I think the first game is September. Oh, it's September 9th. September 9th. So, and what day does that fall on? September 9th falls on a Wednesday. Huh. Week 1 of 18. Week 1 was the Seahawks and the Patriots, and that's September 9th. That's a Wednesday. That's so odd. You would think it would be like a Thursday or a Monday. Well, maybe they don't want to compete with the NFL. Maybe that was the only day they could put. I don't know. Not sure. I'm not. So I know. Like my ears kind of bleed every time I hear it. I can't take it. Well, I will give her that, Boza. For her first time in 8 years, for this to be her first singles match, I guess I could give her that. But we'll see how she does on her own. Because no offense whatsoever. And ring rust is a thing. Duh. Papa Honey, you have no idea. That's why we're watching the World Cup. I've never watched so much World Cup in my life. I'm watching it with Pachu, and we're consistently like into it. And it's actually really fun and really good. And I totally understand why people love it. It is a fun sport, but we're literally watching every game just to help us get through the summer. And it's helping us get to football because basketball's over already, basketball's over for us. And Yankees suck right now. Yankees lost like their last 7 games, 8 games in a row, which is terrible. So we're just trying to ride that wave of the Knicks and just wait for football. So between Knicks and World Cup stuff, it's cool. It is pretty exciting. There's a lot of really cool teams. I'm still trying to figure out what team I like because I know everybody like roots for their own, for the team for the country that they're from and stuff like that. I like to just pick favorite teams based on like the talent and seeing what those guys do because that shit is not easy. I couldn't consistently do what they do, or athletic stuff like that. Basketball, I can't dribble a ball to save my life. I can't consistently kick a ball and kick it behind my foot and like switch it under somebody else's foot and then catch it and then put it into a net. I can't do none of that. But they make that shit look fun and they make it look easy, so it looks cool. World Cup today was fun. That Mexico game was insane. I actually like, I don't know why I do, but Senegal is a really good freaking team. They have been a team I've liked to watch, especially their last 2 games. I mean, obviously there's Messi, Argentina. But there's so many other good teams like everywhere, and different talented individuals in those teams. Ah, yes. Fallon Henley of Fatal Influence. Or is it Lainey Reed that's facing her? I thought it was Fallon. Maybe I looked at the wrong thing. Oh, that didn't look like Lainey Reed on my post with Russell Buzz for today's show. I thought it was Fallon Henley. Oopsies. First singles match for Lainey Reed on the main roster. Good for her. And that's not first singles match ever, right? She's had singles matches in NXT. I'm almost positive. The fatal children. Rolling. Yeah, I love Fallon Henley. So I'm like used to like just her being the one that's always like jumping in the ring, going one-on-one. But this is good for Lainey Reed. She's in there with a Bella. Okay. She's in there with a Hall of Famer. One of the most popular superstars. One of the most popular women superstars, especially with reality TV, with Total Bellas. I get it. To, the Bella Army. I did not watch Cody's podcast. I actually haven't watched too many episodes of Cody's podcast since in a while. I need to catch up on a lot. There's just so much shit to consume, man. Between his and Taker's and Chris Van Vlie's, those are the one that I like to watch, especially Chris Van Vlie. I love to watch his. I just saw his interview with Paul Heyman. Best 2 hours ever. Or 2.5 hours or something like that. I don't know, Cindy. I don't know. Well, we know why. We know why Rhea hasn't relinquished her belt. Because she's mommy and she has to be on top and she's always in high demand. She has to be. That's basically what it is. Any other time, anybody would have to be relinquished, to forced to relinquish a title any other time of an injury or anything like that. But they're keeping that under wraps. I mean, I said it, man. I said it from the jump. Title or no title, give that damn girl a break. Like, she needs to freaking rest. In order for her to be the machine y'all need her to be, she needs to be taken care of. And I know she's taken care of because of course she has Buddy. She knows she's a grown woman. But what I mean is like the toll of the schedule and to the weight of having to consistently have to show up for, events and schedules and losing sleep and all that stuff. And she's still young. She has years ahead of her. But I'm just saying, man, like, for her being the most popular wrestler, it doesn't seem like y'all are giving her space enough to relax, and it obviously shows because you don't even provide security for your wrestlers, especially her. Like, all these superstars are deserving and in need of security because, being public figures, things happen, that we hear of all the time at conventions or live events or even, meet and greets where people overstep their boundaries or following people into their house, and calling their cell phone, because she mentioned that on a podcast that somebody got a hold of her cell phone. And it's like, dude. And just like that, Lainey beat Brie Bella. That's saying a lot. But of course, there were shenanigans ensuing in between there, which I did see. Good win for Lainey Reed, though. She just beat a Bella. Oh, yeah, I remember that, Jeffrey. They had Naomi relinquish her title real quick. Real quick. Made me so upset. So pissed off. What is going on here? Look at this. Look at this. This is what Dion's favorite tag team has come down to. Fraxium is now doing hot dog eating contests with R-Truth and Damian Priest. Look at this. He said, I thought you were fast. Clearly he's not. So we have 4 tag teams in the WWE. That's our tag team division, y'all. 4 tag teams. plus whatever the vision is. There goes the Raiders. I beg your pardon, Truth? Oh my God, what did you just say? No! What did you just say? Lil Jimmy Vominos? Hey, yo, R-Truth. Did you really tell me he did not just say that? He said, all on the line, triple I tag titles, WWE tag titles, and a hot dog eating contest. Get your throat ready. Excuse me? You know what? On that note, I'm with the commercials here. The commercials here. Okay, guys, let's take a quick break. We don't really have to do the on the hour thing. So, but I was running a little late for the show today, so I just wanted to do the commercial a little later. But let's just enjoy this message from the Women's Wrestling Archive while we get our bearings. So, yeah.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches 2026, and it's going to pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might think he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate 1, 5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
Major pause on that. Had to enjoy that quick break and had to get a quick beverage as well. But my goodness, y'all, truth is too many things. And yes, don't forget to check out the Women's Wrestling Archive. Make sure you guys donate for our cause to preserve women's wrestling for generations to come, whether past, present, future, indie or mainstream. Please support. But yeah, get your throat ready is some wild shit. That's wild. Oh my God. I don't know what was more the highlight, that or Danhausen and the Miz and the whole Kit Wilson thing. You know what? Our truth. Who am I kidding? Who the hell am I kidding? Ah, yes. Look at our king. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this a beautiful sight? This is just what we wanted. We didn't want TKO to win because we knew that TKO might have dangled Jay in there like, we're going to do it. We could give it to Jey Uso. But no. But my thing is, this is where the problem is. Why are we doing the winner of the King of the Ring tournament to face the whole point was to face the champion of their brand, but you got Brock Lesnar coming out. So you want to kick off Brock and Oba 3 or put that final nail in the coffin because they're also in Brock's hometown in Minnesota. And we're not going to properly use the King of the Ring crown ship for what it's supposed to be for. Makes no sense today. Makes no sense to me at all. Don't know what the creative is doing back there, but that we talked about it on kayfabe. If you saw the rant from Will on kayfabe, it's just basically everything he said because that's just bullshit. They sabotaged the King and Queen of the Ring. Remember, I even thought and said that I feel like they were going to make the King and Queen of the Ring stupid or gimmicky, and like Danhausen was going to ruin it. He ruined the Queen of the Ring one, apparently, which didn't really do much to ruin it because we're still going to get Liv and Io anyway, so she's not really cursed. But you want to up the ante and final nail in the coffin, it is the Hell in the Cell. They could have done this at another time, though. They could have stretched this out to like Crown Jewel, or they could have stretched this out to Survivor Series. But of course, it's Minnesota, and I think this is it. Finally, hopefully, for Brock. We kind of knew they were going to go in this direction, didn't we? I just think that crowning him was the mistake. Like, not the mistake for him per se, but it was the mistake that creative overlooked without thinking about the fact that, wait, we had this tournament for the sole purpose of going after the champion, but you're not having him go after the champion. You're putting him on another side quest to go against the Beast one more time. Make it make sense, y'all. Hi, Finn. Finn and Cody running into each other. Finn and Tama Tonga. I'm loving all this interaction. Oh, Big Tonga's back there. He's going to attack. Finn, watch it. I knew it. Come on, man. Okay, Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga's on, he's got a hit list, it looks like. But Finn does too. And not for nothing, can I ask y'all something? It's like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Where in the is Shinsuke Nakamura? Can somebody tell me? Let me know when y'all find him, please. Where the hell is Shinsuke Nakamura? I'm putting out a missing persons ad. A missing superstar ad. Because that makes me fucking upset. I'm sorry for the F-bomb, boss lady, but I had to. At least just one. And here he comes. Jey Uso. Hey, Bobby. What's up, buddy? Main event time. Literally. Oh, my God. Wait. We have a match in the main event. Wonderful. That's one for the tally. That is one for the tally. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? I need to find a pen because the guys and I at kayfabe, we came up with a concept that there's going to be some things that we tally to see, how just to, count throughout and keep a record of how many times the WWE shows have main events, or how many times they have segments, or like for how many times how many times Dion says Cody Rhodes, or for how many times Councilman crashes out. I don't know, anything like that. Stop it. Papa Honey, stop it. If he is under the sheet in Danhausen's lab, I'm going to be so pissed. No way. Thanks for bragging, Jeffrey. Yeah, man. I don't know, but somebody find Shinsuke Nakamura for me, please. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, Boza. No talking, no segments, no recap of an event. Just a match. Yeah, and Dragunov. Dragunov, I think he's coming back soon. I have a feeling. Same. Thanks, Bobby. You too. I hope you have a great 4th of July as well. Everybody stay safe, all right? I know, and please stay cool. Please hydrate. For those of you in certain areas where there's a heat wave, please proceed that heat with caution. This heat got us feeling sticky and disgusting out here. It's like worse than mosquito weather. My car, no lie, today said 111 degrees when I went in it. 111 degrees. So please stay cool, stay hydrated, and be safe, and also enjoy yourselves as best as you can. Forgive me, guys. I'm just texting the kayfabe chat. Just just to brag about a main event on a 2-hour SmackDown. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. Balor versus Tonga is made official for next week, and we got Trick versus Mello as well. This is going to be so good. Next week's card is filling up nicely. I like this. And of course, in a couple weeks, we have Danhausen versus JD McDonough on Saturday night main event in Madison Square Garden. Brie, Bella, and Paige will also be going against Fatal Influence once again with the titles on the line. Cool beans. Pretty nice so far. And Atlantic City is all the Yeet with the Yeet Man. Wait a minute. Why am I just realizing this is Jey Uso and Cody? But wait, are they? What did I miss in that first segment? I saw that Sami Zayn kicked it off. Bam, 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 bam. I didn't even get to really. I was going so crazy the first half hour with everything and the outage and stuff. I couldn't even appreciate. I couldn't even see Cody. How Cody's suit looked. Like I always like. That's one thing I do enjoy with Cody Rhodes. I do enjoy the many tailored, clean cut, fire colors and different aura suits that he has. I do appreciate that. A man in a suit. But okay. So a number one contender match between two former tag champs. These two have held gold together. Very interesting. Winner faces Sammy on Raw for the championship. But why on Raw, though? That's the thing. Why on Raw? Are we trying to make this Universal title a workhorse title again? Like a defended title every week or something? Like, is that what we're going to make Sammy's run into? Or is somebody losing it? Or is he losing it as soon as possible? They forgot your pyro. They forgot your second pyro. Did they forget his second pyro? When he's at the top rope there, he usually gets the other pyro for the second whoa. Oh, Raw's in Chicago? Phil. Hello. Hello, Phil. Phil, where are you? I see you posting pictures on social media of you pinching your wife's booty. Where you at, Phil? In Chicago. Well, now, that is very interesting. But here we go. Bell is wrong. Number one contendership, undisputed for the undisputed WWE Championship. Former tag team champs, former tag partners, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Boys that have grown up in the business together, literally come up together in this business, known each other since probably they were babies. Charlotte Flair actually posted the cutest picture of her and Cody Rhodes when they were babies, which was adorable. And I'm just like, you know what's funny? You don't necessarily really truly consider and think about the history that a lot of these superstars had, because this is literally legitly a family business. Legit. You know what I mean? Oh, you damn right. I saw that picture. I seen the pictures of Punk in the gym. I've seen her post the pictures. I think that if I had to guess, it looked like they were in Hawaii, because it looked like they went to Disney's Ailani Resort, and it looked like Hawaii. But she also posted a picture of him flexing his muscles in the sand, his shadow doing it, and your boy is jacked. What, Phil? I see y'all though. Phil's definitely gonna come back super jacked, and not for nothing, it's kind of our fault. So we have no right to ask him or want him to be tested for roids and shit. It's our fault. We're the ones that were calling him old. It's our fault. We were calling him old. We were calling him CM Punk ass. Will was calling him CM Punk ass, but we were also calling him old. We were not saying old necessarily, but just looking tired in the ring, pretty much blown up, not being able to really pick somebody up for his finisher. Instead, he goes on his knee, has them fall on him. Like, Will's made a couple of good points about that, but it's kind of like I said, it's our fault. We were calling CM Punk old ass Punk. We really were. So we can't be mad at that, and we have no right to ask him of shit. Like, who are we to ask him? We need proof that you didn't take steroids. Like, who the hell are we? But at the same time, Punk, we got our eye on you, bro. But if you're gonna come back, and you're gonna come back jacked, and you're gonna come back with an attitude, I feel like this is a perfect time for Punk to come back as a heel. And this would also be an even more perfect time for Punk to come back and use Kill Switch Engage. I will absolutely lose my shit if Punk ever brings that back. And TKO, you could afford it. Like, stop playing. I think so too, Amanatu. I can't wait to see him show up. I've always loved CM Punk. Was like, look at that. I said there's a main event match to end a 2-hour SmackDown. No segments. Look at that. Hilarious. Hey, Aaron. No, I'm not saying you call. I'm not saying like we, Les, and you guys also like, Jeffrey. I'm not. I don't mean to speak for everybody, but there's a vast majority of us that I know on this network and in comments have said he's old, and we're very, very opinionated people, man, and we're fickle, but we have no right to be mad. Yes, HD. Regular feature length SmackDown, not a 24-hour marathon, not 3 hours either. Did you show up just to see if I would crash out if there was an extra hour? Is that why you're here? Stacey. By the way, thank you for the energy last night, dude. That shit was too funny. You had to, like, between the whole 3 hour, the 2 hour and 3 hour conversation and all the other shenanigans that ensue when we're on the Kayfabe podcast, when we go off the rails, man. Yesterday, like, was filled with some laughs that I knew I needed. And shout outs to you for a lot of them as well. Yes, Fanatics Fest is coming. And here we go. Back from the commercial, Atlantic City, undisputed WWE Championship on the line. Well, excuse me, contendership on the line between Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna say it like that. I gotta say it like that from now on, I think. But my thing is, Jey Uso lost the King of the Ring match with Oba. And King of the Ring guarantees you to face a champion. But he lost. And Oba won. But here he is. Here's Jey Uso fighting Cody. Samoan dropping his ass. And up for a number one contendership for Sammy's title. And then we have on Raw, Roman and Seth for SummerSlam. Creative. Figure this shit out. Because... Oh. Jey Uso and Cody taking this shit outside. Ref is just counting to 5. We have 9 minutes left. This is literally a number one contendership match. You know what? He was about to go for a suicide dive. I was just about to say, I think shenanigans are definitely going to go down in this match. And it's going to have to do with, I think, Jimmy. Or maybe even Solo. Creative hasn't created in a while, basically, Jeffrey. I didn't even know where I was going on how to say that. I mean, apparently, Amanatu, the plan was to have Oba not use the crown as his stipulation to get to a title in the first place. I heard that it was always the plan for them to drop it because not for nothing. We were even saying this when it happened in March when Oba showed up and him and Brock were going back and forth before Mania. We said that this could easily be a best out of 3 thing, and we knew even then that SummerSlam was going to be in Minnesota. So, but we had to give Oba, but they knew they had to give Oba King in the Ring because we were going to be pissed. IWC was going to blow a shit fit. I know that for a fact. And they didn't want to hear all of that. And also, it wouldn't have really made Oba look bad. Now that I think about it, Councilman was right. It wouldn't have made Oba look bad if he didn't win. If you had Brock be the reason why he lost, especially. So Yeah, man, but I still think that could have been a really nice opportunity for like Olga versus Javon and have Javon win, like, you know what I mean? But Javon still got years ahead of him. Or it easily could have been Trick and Seth, or like there was a lot of good potential for different opportunities there in that tournament. But creative dropped the ball on that. They included champions. It just didn't make sense, man. Let me remind myself of the King of the Ring bracket from 2026 from the beginning. Oh, you could have had, listen, we could have had the Future as the finals, because honestly, that's what I would have loved. I would have loved to have Dom versus Javon in the finals. Dom versus Javon in the finals would have been absolutely sick. Because you literally have the future of the business and potentially being the king of the ring. And Dom was already the king of the luchadors. You could have easily taken that shit and ran with it. I did say dumb. I did say it. And here we go. Back at it. We got 6 minutes left. Kick out by Cody again. I would have liked even Rollins and Balor, even though they were pretty much on the same side of the bracket. I would have liked at one point though to see Rollins versus Balor at least one more time. But oh yeah, Saturday, October 10th in New Orleans or New Orleans. New Orleans. Money in the Bank will be taking place. Cody Rhodes looking a little flustered. Is that his power up? Oh, went for a disaster kick, jumped right into a super kick, and then Jay got a spear. 1, 2. So somebody is basically on Monday going to be taking this title from Sammy. Is that what y'all are telling me? You think Sammy's only going to hold that title for a week? Can you imagine how pissed Sammy fans would be? But how happy I would be. Basically, Boza. Basically. Shout outs to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. And thanks so much for hanging with me and even tuning in with the whole weather delay. Oh shit, here we go. Crossroads. Oh my God, Jay, you look like you almost twisted. Nope. Kick out. What's going on? What do you need to do? How long has Cody been dealing with this damn bloodline? Cody Rhodes is going up to the top rope. Oh, knees up. Roll up pin. 1, 2. I was going to say, there's no way. Your former tag partner beats you in a roll up pin? That sucks. And your QB1? Like I said, guys, I really truly feel like Sammy should not have won the title that night. I feel like Sammy should have had this title years ago, quite honestly. They're pressing square. It's time for that part in a WWE 2K match where it's like the circle monitor, the meter that you have to get to the green, and you press square when they're going blow for blow or hit for hit, I should say. Oh, Jesus. Pause. Stop it. I know. Cut it out, y'all. Sammy's not my champion. He's absolutely not my champion. I do not acknowledge Sammy as my champion. My champion is the World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. Back and forth, these two. Back and forth. They know each other too well. Oh, another roll up from Jay. Oh, snap. Are we trying to put... What are we doing? We're trying to put... Jay's trying to lock in a sleeper hold. It didn't really work. Cody caught it. The crossroads. And that was it. Interesting. I feel like something went wrong toward the end there. Personally. But Cody Rhodes is the number one contender for the title yet again. Whoop-de-freaking do. Really, Roland? I wanted Gunther to win. But I guess here we go. But 4-time champion. That's what we're really doing this for. It's all about getting those numbers up for Cody. But all right, I guess. Who could have predicted that? Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso went at it for the number one contendership of the title. And Cody Rhodes, of course. Cody Rhodes comes out the winner. Didn't really, I was just about to say, Jeffrey, I was not excited. I didn't even catch everything that happened. I might have to go back and watch the segment. But yeah. Didn't really care for it. Felt like there could have been so many other ways we could have done this and put in new contenders. Like, why are we doing the runaround dance with Cody Rhodes? Don't know. That too, Boza. All this because Pierce is running shit. And yes, absolutely. I was just going to say, R-Truth made my night, quite honestly. R-Truth made my night. I don't know what I would rate this SmackDown. Overall, I guess, you know what? And because of y'all and the energy you guys always bring, I'm gonna give it a 10. That's it. Because y'all are the best, no matter what. But that's all she wrote, guys. That's another Friday night down in the books. And that is a 2-hour Friday night, by the way. So it's good to see that WWE is kept on their word. We'll see how long this lasts until they change it again in the future. But it was a SmackDown that did what it needed to do as far as like perfect word for it, placeholding for the holiday. So yeah, and it's one after Night of Champions, so it's just a little bit of aftermath. I'm sure things are going to drag a little bit by the time we get to Saturday night main event, and after that, going into SummerSlam, I think things are going to start picking up differently and picking up a notch. So we'll see. But it is 10 o'clock on the East Coast, and SmackDown is over. We got Braun Strowman out here with everything on the menu, and he's about to eat a Philly cheesesteak or something. And gourmet cheesesteaks or something. And that sounds amazing, by the way. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for joining in. I apologize one last time for the craziness of earlier. Thank you for bearing with me. Thankfully, everything seems to be okay. The storm is past. You could still hear rumbling, so it's just basically, I guess, the storm is in the clouds. But hope everybody stays safe, stay cool, have a wonderful 4th. Enjoy your time with your family, friends, and loved ones. Be merry, be happy, eat well, because I know a lot of y'all got the barbecues going and stuff. So make sure you guys enjoy yourselves. Happy 4th. Shout outs to everybody in the chat. Shout outs to Papa Honey. Shout outs to my puppy in the sky who crossed that rainbow bridge a year ago today, my bee-buzz. I love you. I miss you. And shout outs to you guys. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Have a great weekend. Make sure you guys follow everything that Women's Wrestling Talk is doing, all of my colleagues and the panelists as well. We got so much work coming in, new videos, new stuff's being uploaded every day. Don't forget to check out the Women's Wrestling Archive. Don't forget about that NordVPN you could get for all future PLEs as well. And don't forget to check out Pound Town Wrestling and support. I did say support Women's Wrestling Archive already, but you guys know who you are. Irish Mama, Gas Mask, Lynette, Papa Honey, Jeffrey, Roland, Aaron, Jeffrey, Benjamin, Bobby, Amanatu, Pachu, everybody in the gang. I appreciate you guys so much. If I missed your name, please don't charge it to my head. Well, charge it to my head, not my heart. That's what Professor used to say. I already butchered it. It's terrible. But I love you guys. Appreciate y'all. You guys can catch me on All Things Wrestling with Honey. Make sure you guys check out Women's Wrestling Talk Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. It might be buzzing in every now and then. Also, Thursdays, Kayfabe. Saturdays, the Faction Show. And next week, we will be proceeding with our 2-hour Honey Night SmackDown watch-alongs. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all. And have a good weekend. Take care.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.